Okay, this is a new video by Muggins. I'm going to be sharing a scary video of some crazy stuff see on YouTube, and we can check it out together. Maybe some of it's real, maybe it's not. Who knows? Let's check out the craziness.
A few years ago, Julie took this photo. It was captured in a place surrounded by pentagrams, already giving the area a dark and disturbing vibe. At first glance, the photo seems innocent enough, but look a little closer and something truly terrifying appears. In the distance, near what looks like an underground cave, a figure is emerging. Brightening the image reveals even more, a humanoid shape low to the ground, crawling out from the darkness. Unfortunately, not much else is known about the photo. No.
Watch out for caves. You never know what's gonna crawl out.
Clear backstory, no follow-up. Which leaves one chilling question. What happened after this photo was taken? A group of tourists were exploring an old abandoned cave. Everything seemed fine until one of them took a photo down a dark, forbidden tunnel. When the flash went off, a figure became visible. Now I'm curious about what the photo had actually captured, but I couldn't find an answer to that. But it must have captured something, right?
That's something creepy, that's for sure.
A group of hikers set out to explore one of the most unforgiving caves they'd ever seen. As they descended, an unexpected danger appeared.
We gotta crack our glow stick. Oh, ow! Oh shit! Dude, it almost hit me.
You broke something. What was that noise?
So
It
dangerous.
was a fucking rock.
No.
Holy shit. Dude.
Oh, I hit my Geo.
It was like that close from hitting my head.
It broke my Geo.
Oh my god.
Kind of did all know about the rocks, and we all keep.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna travel this far.
I think it was.
Holy crap.
A rock came crashing down, missing one of them by just inches. If she had been standing just a bit to the side, it could have been fatal. Despite the scare, they continued on, crawling through narrow, water-filled passages for another 8 hours, thankfully with no injuries. Loose rocks like that are just one more reason why caving's not for me. A hiker was exploring a cave system when he suddenly saw movement. He grabbed his camera, hoping to get a better look. And that's when
What's
he realized
that? Oh,
it
no.
was a bear. Not wanting to take any chances, he backed off and decided to
Don't
pick
get
another
eaten by the
cave,
bear.
knowing that those could be home to bears too.
Won't poke the bear.
In the remote region of Salta, Argentina, an area filled with abandoned mining caves, two workers entered a large cavern for a routine inspection. These caves are locally known for ancient native symbols and eerie stories tied to old rituals. While exploring, one of the workers suddenly felt uneasy and insisted they leave, so they did. Later, while reviewing their footage, they spotted this.
It's always after. That's when you see it. What the?
A strange figure neither of them had seen while inside. Locals believe the caves are cursed. With legends, dark histories, and unexplained sightings like this,
Never trust
it's
the
hard
dark
to
cloak
argue
people.
otherwise. On November 28, 2009, two ghost hunters were wrapping up their tour of Mary King's Close Vaults in Edinburgh. They were the last ones inside, casually chatting about the eerie energy of the place and snapping a few final photos. A few days later, while reviewing the images, they noticed something creepy. In one shot, a figure is standing in a doorway. The problem? No one else was there, and that door had just been locked moments before. The close is a dead end. There's no way anyone could have slipped in or out without being seen. This wasn't the only unsettling feeling they experienced that night, but after seeing the photo, they weren't sure they'd ever return. A hiker was deep inside the Waldeck mine, filming another routine exploration for the Exploring Abandoned Mines channel. As he ventured further in, strange whispering noises began echoing through the tunnels.
boards are bending. Do you hear that?
Don't
Sounds
turn
like,
the lights off.
Is that wind? Can you? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera.
Yeah, wind always says that.
Do you hear that? It stopped. Well. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here. And
In all his years exploring forgotten places, this one felt different. The mine felt alive, just not in a good way. Some even claim to have seen a ghostly boy in the back of the mine at one point. But do you see it? Whatever was down there, he
Did you see
definitely
it?
wasn't
I didn't
alone.
see it.
A few years ago, a family visited Newcastle Castle in Newcastle upon Tyne. The place was nearly empty that day. While exploring a dead
Leave comment if you see anything weird that isn't noticed somehow, but
end room, they snapped a few casual photos. But later,
There
at
we
home, one picture stood out, for all the wrong reasons. Just in front of her partner, low on the stone wall, a hand. But no one else had been nearby, and it didn't appear in any of the other
It
photos.
doesn't look
They
attached
sent
to
it to the
anything, though.
castle staff, who confirmed something chilling. That area is known for frequent paranormal activity, and what they likely captured was the hand of the Poppy Girl. Legend says she was a young flower seller imprisoned in the castle after falling into debt, locked away with male prisoners, and tragically murdered. It's said her spirit still lingers there. Mark Dickey, a 40-year-old American researcher, was trapped for 9 days deep inside Morka Cave in Turkey's Taurus Mountains. He fell seriously ill during a scientific expedition over 1,000 meters underground. The illness, believed to be gastrointestinal bleeding, left him too weak to climb out. An international rescue team of over 150 people from multiple countries worked tirelessly to save him, navigating steep vertical shafts, freezing water, and narrow, muddy tunnels. Finally, in the early hours of September 12th, Dickey was brought to the surface and immediately airlifted to a hospital, ending one of the most complex cave rescues in recent history. He was lucky to be rescued, because in many situations, cavers aren't even able to be
you
reached
don't
by
normally go
rescuers.
for trying to rescue people in situations
A Reddit user
like
shared
that.
a
It's
strange
just
experience
too risky.
while hiking with his kid in a familiar state park. While standing above a small cave they had visited before, he suddenly heard something unsettling.
Okay, you hear something like that? Get out. Like, come on. What are you thinking?
The sound shook him enough to leave immediately, but he returned later, this time
Well,
alone
immediately enough, if
and
you
with
ask
a
me.
GoPro. While reviewing the footage,
There
he
is no
spotted
more
something
immediate than
strange.
just run.
A blue object, maybe a bag or coat, wedged in a spot that's supposed to be completely inaccessible. Even more disturbing, other users noticed what looked like glowing eyes deep in the dark. Unsure and shaken, he alerted the authorities, just in case. During a mission trip in Veracruz, Honduras, someone snapped this photo inside a cave using an old flip phone. Later, while reviewing the pictures, they spotted something strange.
Heck.
A glowing, featureless figure standing next to the man. No one remembers anyone being there. And to this day, they can't explain what the camera captured.
Very angelic.
The caver
looking.
and his cameraman ventured into the infamous Hellhole Cave near Santa Cruz, hoping for an exciting challenge. But the cave wasn't just terrifying
Well,
because of
name
its
like
narrow
that.
tunnels and tight squeezes.
I feel like a whale.
No, thank you. I would not want to be going in there.
Wait.
Tight spaces.
There's voices. Do you hear that?
Feeling uneasy, they decided to push further. But then they came across something unsettling.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Ooh.
Look at all the sculptures and stuff. Oh god, look at all the things. Oh, there's the ammo box.
Weird.
I've just seen this in other YouTube videos, and they blurred what was inside because they said that you can't show that to people who haven't been down there. This is supposed to be like a secret for only people who've been down here. So, what's this say on this? Congratulations, you made it through the cave. How do you open an ammo box though? Oh wow,
So what's
this
it?
is old. This thing though, what is this? Jesus statue. And some
It's an
trophy.
odd cross.
That's kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. Who dragged this down here? What a crazy person. It's crazy to think about like how deep we are right now. We're like 40 meters down or something and in a mountain. Hellhole Club. I think we might have to blur that though. It's so far to get out. It's like 2 hours to get out. So if anything happens in here, it's really bad. No, I mean, it was nice, but I think we should get out of here.
After 3 hours inside, they tried to make their way back up.
I think that we need to hurry up a bit.
Always harder out than in. It's like going up a mountain. That's the easy part. Going back down. That's the hard.
Retreating this is gonna be hard. But it's like I said, going back is harder than going in. And the strange thing is that I'm hearing voices, and if I meet someone in here, I'm gonna freak out.
But things didn't go as planned.
So we're on our way back, and we're completely lost. We've
Oh
gone
no.
3 different places. This is so much more confusing than going in. It's like a maze of different things, and we're running out of battery. And it's actually
Oh,
pretty
no.
scary. We haven't had time to film anything because it's sort of real. We're saving batteries, so we have it at the lowest mode right now. And we're so far in, like we have a long way to go. So it's actually pretty sketchy. Sam just tried to go into like a narrow thing that he said that I probably wouldn't fit in, and then retreated. I think that I might have found the way though, so I hope that this is the way, but I'm not 100% sure.
Eventually they made it out, and they're now convinced they'll never cave again. While working at the Woodhead Tunnel in West Yorkshire, a man and his colleague snapped some fun photos on their phones. But later, while reviewing the pictures, they were stunned to see a woman standing on the left side of one of them. The man claimed she definitely hadn't been there
Woman in
when the
white.
photo was taken. Many were quick to say the figure looked out of place, like it had been edited in. But a photo expert analyzed the image and found no signs of manipulation. The pixel patterns were consistent, and there was no evidence of photo software being used. Even the lighting and the shadows on the figure appeared natural, ruling
So
out
many
any basic
always.
ghost apps. Still, it just looks kind of off, doesn't it?
Always a woman in white. So
Twin
much.
brothers, James and Edward, entered Petty John's cave in Georgia, a place they'd never explored before. But this time they pushed deeper into a treacherous section ominously called Nervous Breakdown. After nearly half an hour of crawling through narrow, muddy paths, Edward decided to descend alone while James waited behind. Turned out that was a big mistake.
I found a rope. I don't hear James anymore. Uh-oh.
Edward got lost in the maze-like tunnels, completely separated from his brother with no way to communicate.
It's truly amazing how many times people get lost in caves and manage on finding their way out. And then a lot of them go back again. Like, this happens to me once, and that would be it. That would be it. I'm done. I'm good. I made it out. I survived.
James!
Don't need to ever do that again. Thanks.
James! It's been like 30 minutes since I last saw him. I don't even know where I'm at.
I want a
tried
rope
to
from
go
the
back to the last place I
outside to
saw him.
wherever I'm at. Like,
And everything
is a
looks the
rope
same.
not worth your life? I don't know.
It's just a jumbo maze.
Yeah, no kidding.
The
One
tape-
simple
yeah.
rope.
Okay, this tape
Pulled
looks
through.
familiar. Oh yeah.
Just when things looked bleak, he spotted a familiar piece
At
of
least
tape,
through the
his only clue
bad
back.
parts.
It's the tape. Yeah.
There
Okay,
might
this
be
tape
some
looks
clear
familiar.
areas, but there's some really bad areas, and you have a rope through
This
there
has
to
got
guide
to
you
be the
through.
way.
Not bad.
I'm getting close. James! Still nothing. James! Oh. You're over here? Yeah. Oh. Dude. This place is a maze, man.
Oh, hey, I see your light.
Dude. I thought we were never gonna see each other.
Dude, I know.
Following it, he finally heard James's voice. They were united,
Finally.
shaken, but safe.
Yay!
Namaste Ganguly, a man from Calcutta,
And then they
was
get lost
visiting
again
the
in 15
Bara
minutes.
Imambara in Lucknow, India. Known for its maze-like tunnels, the monument makes it easy to get lost, so he was careful to keep track of his route, snapping photos along the way in case he needed help finding his way back.
It's like optical
But
illusions.
in one of those photos, something strange appeared. A figure's head peeking from around a corner. Many believe it could be the spirit set to haunt the place. You can't deny it's definitely something.
It's something, something.
A hiker came across a small hole that looked like the entrance to a cave and decided to check it out. The cave was tight, forcing them to crawl through narrow spaces. Along the way, they noticed poop scattered everywhere, clear signs that something lived inside. They spotted a porcupine and carefully squeezed past it.
I see the porcupine.
You see a porcupine?
I see the porcupine. It's like in the middle of the path, too.
Oh, crap.
Well, what do we do?
Technically, I don't know.
I feel like I need a weapon, dude.
There's a stick right to your left.
Yeah, I got the stick.
Okay, that's our porcupine stick.
Okay. All right, I don't really see him anymore. Porcupine, where you at? Oh my god, he's right there. Holy schmoly. He's like chilling in some rocks on the side of the cave. Hey, buddy, it's okay. He's okay. Yep. Go.
They crawled through even tighter sections until they reached a massive cavern deep inside.
We all made it to the great room.
Did these people have no self-preservance whatsoever? Like, they just, like... If you can barely fit through, why are you going through?
I know.
I guess because you can.
I have to say, this is so rewarding to be able to stand up finally 100%.
But the only way out was the same tight path they came through. Now, the porcupine had shifted into an even narrower spot. And while porcupines aren't usually dangerous, they can be if they feel threatened, especially when someone gets too close. Thankfully, this one stayed calm and let the hiker pass without incident. Eventually, they made it back out safely. A mother and her son were out exploring an old orphanage on a ghost hunt. They snapped a quick photo together, just to mark the moment. But they accidentally captured something terrifying. On the right side of the frame, there seems to be the face of a girl. The strange part, there was no one else there. That corner of the building was sealed off, no way for anyone to stand there. Whatever it wasn't supposed to be in that photo. This skier decided to do something extremely dangerous.
Oh no. Don't do this. Don't go into crevasses. Stay away from crevasses.
He deliberately entered a narrow, snow-filled cave. It's unclear whether he knew where it led or if he had any plan at all. But fortunately, he made it out safely. It was a risk that could have ended very differently. After climbing into a cave to explore, the group eventually decided to head back out. But first, they had to overcome a serious obstacle.
Blow all your breath out, like all the way, and then go. But once you go 6 inches, you're back into freedom. You know, so if you can breathe, blow your chest out to get to that one spot.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta exhale and gun it.
I mean, yeah, just exhale as much as you can and push. There you go.
Yeah.
I heard that t-shirt pop.
Yep.
That's how tight you know it is. That this ripping shirt's coming through there.
To make it through, they had to blow out every bit of air from their lungs, flatten their chests, and inch forward slowly. It really shows just how tight these passages are.
If you have to do
What if
that,
he hadn't fit
don't
through?
go in there.
Would he have been stuck in there?
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Veryovkina Cave, hidden deep in the Caucasus Mountains of Abkhazia, Georgia, is the deepest known cave on Earth. Take a look.
Holy cow.
Stretching down an incredible 2,212 meters, or over 7,200 feet, it took explorers decades to fully uncover its depth. What lies at the very bottom is still shrouded in mystery, but the journey itself became legendary. In the early 1990s, a group of cataphiles, urban explorers obsessed with the Paris catacombs, were deep inside the tunnels when they stumbled upon something strange, a video camera lying on the ground. To their surprise, the camera still had footage. As they played it back, they saw something they couldn't explain, a dark, humanoid figure lurking in the distance. Some say it was a trick of the shadows, others aren't so sure. To this day, his identity remains a mystery, and no one knows if he ever made it out of the catacombs alive. This man works in a cave system, and one day his colleague decided to set up a trail camera inside, hoping to spot signs of water voles. But at exactly 7:35 p.m., the camera captured something strange. It didn't look like any animal they were expecting. Was this just a water vole caught at a weird angle, or could there be more to this story than anyone expected? A guy went camping deep in the forest one night when he started hearing strange noises coming from a nearby cave, so he decided to check it out. To his shock, he spotted a few figures standing in the dark. Their faces were hard to make out, but their eyes, they stood out. The video he recorded cuts off right there, and no one really knows what happened to him after. Some believe they were skinwalkers, but others think they might have been feral people. What do you think? A girl snapped a photo while exploring the infamous Bell Witch Cave in Adams, Tennessee. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but on closer inspection, something strange appeared. High up on the cave ceiling, a shape could be seen.
Yeah, it looks
one that looked eerily like a human face. No one had noticed it during the visit. Some say it's just the rock formations. Others believe it could be something more. Maybe even the Bell Witch herself. A caver was exploring a cave system when he spotted something you never want to see down there.
Oh, you do not want to see that. Oh no.
A mountain lion's eyes stared back at him. Imagine coming face to face with a wild predator in such a tight, dark space. He froze for a moment, heart pounding, before realizing...
One thing is, mountain lions are really good predators, and they don't need to eat humans, generally speaking, because they're really good at hunting down other things. They'll actually hunt down extra prey to feed other predators, just to appease the other predators, because they're lone wolves, or they're lone hunters or whatever, but they're really good hunters, and so they'll feed wolf packs and stuff like that and other predator packs that are in their territory or whatever, just to keep them off their back, because they're that good of a predator. So limited amount of threat, generally speaking, but still extremely dangerous, because they can kill you. He had no choice but
to get out fast. Luckily, he made it out safely. One night in San Clemente, California, someone's son snapped a photo through the Riviera Tunnel. It was taken late at night with a phone camera and supposedly hasn't been edited in any way. The photo left people wondering what it really shows. But without much backstory, it remains a mysterious image.
Creepy image.
Back in 2015, while exploring Fort William Henry in Lake George, New York, someone snapped a random photo of a pitch-dark, narrow tunnel using their iPhone. But in the image, something appeared to be standing there. When the photo is brightened, or even viewed in negative, a clearer shape becomes visible. Local legends say that sometime in the mid-1600s, 2 Native Americans stormed that very tunnel and killed the guard on duty. His grave is believed to lie just 20 feet beyond that spot, above ground. Some say the figure in the photo resembles a 1600s guard. Could it be his ghost? A group of explorers ventured into an old mine, uncovering a massive underground complex.
What? That definitely looks like a crusher.
It does. It's got a conveyor belt on it.
Yeah. It's like a mobile crusher. They got a whole operation in here.
Weird, it's going both ways. It's like 2.
It's crazy that they just leave behind.
The ground's crunchy now.
Expensive.
I feel like we're gonna get lost in here, man. Oh yeah, dude, look, you see where all the water's been dripping?
Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, definitely. All those little cracks in the ceiling. That's probably why they evacuated the place.
Oh heck yeah, I'm thirsty, man.
Let's pump water a good while. Oh wait, no, it's
Oh, that's just rough.
No reinforcing.
Well, you can see the dynamite hose there. I'm guessing that's what that is.
No chain reinforcing
we got
on the
ready to
ceiling
blast
or
again
anything.
or
Nothing
something.
stopping the ceiling from caving in any way in any area. Totally dangerous. You don't hear it fall. You only hear it when it hits the ground or when it hits on the way to the ground.
As they went deeper into the tunnels, they stumbled upon something unexpected.
This mine is stacked.
That's a full lake. Oh, snap.
That is gonna be fun.
It's a good thing we brought the rafts.
Oh, that's fucking crystal clear too.
It's so
That's deep.
green.
That's nice.
Any underground water and cave water has the potential of just having all sorts of nasty stuff in it. Like green tends to imply like copper, and copper, if it's there, tends to imply that there's all sorts of other potential metals that are very toxic, and then sulfur being released from natural processes involving rock and sulfates can often occur. All sorts of badness, not to mention whatever might grow in here. You don't know. You don't know. You just, in general, if you see water in caves that's stagnant like this, you just want to stay away from it.
I think it's the greenest mine water I've ever seen.
I know. There's like remnants of a pump out there or something. I don't want to walk out there. It's too deep. It's an illusion. Yeah.
Green isn't
A
algae.
vivid green lake hidden far beneath the
when
surface.
you're underground and there's no light, right? So that green isn't good.
Then
it's
one of
not
them was
good.
dared to
What
dive
exactly?
in for $100.
Well, that would take chemistry, but
You gotta just run off the cliff and jump. You just gotta jump, man.
Okay, guys. See you later.
oh no, are you kidding me?
No, nobody throw the tube down. You're stuck, bro. Nah, we got you. Props, bro.
Yeah. I earned that 100.
What?
That's right. Dang, I don't have any money, man.
I wouldn't be going
That
into
was the
that
coldest
water.
water I've ever gone in.
Yeah.
What they didn't realize is that lakes in abandoned mines can be incredibly dangerous. The green tint often comes from toxic minerals or chemical runoff. The water could be acidic, even corrosive, not to mention the extreme cold, which can send the body into shock instantly. He came out.
Not to mention that sometimes they actually use old mines like that to store radioactive matter and toxic matter of all sorts of types. You do not want to be adventuring into such things.
Safe, this time, but it was a risk none of them should have taken.
Just
In
don't
the fall
do it.
of 2019, a Reddit user visited a cave in Arkansas with their grandchild. It was a peaceful trip, nothing unusual, just another day of exploring. While going through the photos afterward, the child noticed something disturbing. In the shadows, there appeared to be the upper half of a humanoid figure. They hadn't noticed anything strange during the visit, but suddenly the experience took on a different tone. Was it just pareidolia, or was something really there with them that day? In Pakistan's desert, there's a tunnel known for strange happenings. One night, MMTV went alone to explore it, hoping to capture something unusual.
ये देखिए ये सारा वीराना है और दूर पहाड़ हैं आबादी से बहुत दूर हूं मैं ये क्या हो रहा है स्टार्ट में ही ये अल्लाह है
Before long, a strange mist began floating around him, sparkling, moving on its own. It drifted away, then returned almost as if guiding him toward the tunnel. At the entrance, he spotted a red stain on the ground, shaped eerily like a human outline. Deeper inside the tunnel, something happened.
See, that's when you leave. That's when you go, okay.
It was enough to make him run. Once outside, he glanced back at the entrance one last time, only to see something moving above the tunnel. Whatever it was, he didn't want to find out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A group of hikers ventured into a dark, eerie cave with only flashlights to guide them. As they went deeper, unsettling sounds like hissing and echoes filled the cavern.
Holy crap! I woke up one of the bats or something. Are you serious? Why? I don't want to be up here. What did you? There is something making noise. Something making noise in there? I'm getting out of here. Something like hissing at me.
The hiker fled from the cave, unsure of what had caused the eerie noises.
Well, at least he has some
While
good
their
sense.
initial goal was to find treasure or gunpowder, they left with a deeper mystery. A YouTuber was
Gunpowder?
exploring an abandoned cave when he captured a potential Tommyknocker sighting on camera. Tommyknockers, mythical creatures from mining folklore, are said to cause strange noises and accidents. During the exploration, the group hears eerie whistling sounds echoing through the cave. They came across black goo seeping from the walls, which Danny curiously rubs between his fingers, thinking it's oil. When he tastes it, he's left uncertain
Why
about
would you
what
taste
actually
it?
is.
I had to take one for the team. I had to taste it, I had to see what it was, but it's sure not oil.
As they press on, a small creature suddenly crawls toward Danny.
Huh?
Who does that? Who tastes some black stuff that's oozing out of rocks in the cave? Like, there should be enough danger flags there that you just go, no, don't do it.
What the hell's that?
Sending him running in fear. The video ends abruptly, leaving more questions than answers. Deep in the mountainous terrain of the Amazon, near Ecuador's Andes, archaeologists made a stunning discovery. They uncovered ancient cities hidden beneath the dense jungle canopy. These settlements once belonged to the Upano culture, thriving between 500 BC and 600 AD, and they were far more advanced than anyone expected. The cities were home to over 10,000 people and connected by massive road networks, some as wide as a modern 3-lane highway, stretching up to 20 kilometers. And for more chills, watch this next video.
Well, that's it for this one. And, well, a little creepy there, but interesting stuff. Well, see you on the next one.